Do you want 5 tips for your first fixer upper? If so, stick around because that's what we're going to cover today on Q&A Sunday. Welcome to Q&A Sunday. My name is Rich Dallas with Berkshire Hathaway, the Dallas-Fincham team. And on today's episode, we're going to cover 5 tips for your first fixer upper. Tip number 1 is create a realistic budget. You need to have some numbers in mind when you're doing a renovation, because just because you buy a house for $250 and you think that it can be worth $350 at the end of the day does not mean that you're thinking about all your expenses. You got to think about closing costs. You've got to think about, holding costs. You have to think about a whole lot of things. So make sure you keep a realistic budget in mind when you're running the numbers. Tip number 2, hire a reputable contractor. You want somebody who knows what they're doing, who knows what to look out for, and has ways to save you money in the project as you're going forward. Tip number 3, decide what you're going to DIY. So what are you going to do yourself versus what is the contractor going to be responsible for? And what are you going to get subcontractors for to do? Are they going to do the electrical, or are you going to do the electrical, plumbing, HVAC, all of those things? And if you need someone as you're going through everything on your project, reach out to me, reach out to someone on the team. We have connections with people who are fantastic tradesmen and can get all of this work done for you. Tip number 4, plan on what you're going to do now versus what you can do down the road, because there's certain things that if you're going to live in the house or if you're going to use it as a rental that need to be done immediately to make it habitable. And then there's going to be other things where you're like, you know what, we can do that down the road after we move in, or after it's been rented for a year, you can then replace the carpet or whatever the case may be. There's going to be certain things that you need to do now and certain things that you can wait and do down the road. And last but certainly not least, and I think this is probably one of the most important things, is don't rush. Too many people I see out there just miss that little final detail. I can't tell you how many houses I've been in, and especially, Dave and Dara, you guys know, you've seen it with me as we've been looking for houses. We've looked at some renovations and it's like, you went 95% of the way there to finish this project, and then you just missed that 5%. And that 5% of the little details, the final touches, that's what makes you the money. Because if you walk in and you see little things like gaps in the trim and trim missing, or just paint just everywhere and it's just sloppy, those are the little things that cost you money down the road. So don't rush your project. Keep a realistic budget in mind. Hire a reputable contractor. Find out what you can do yourself and plan for now and versus later. So those were 5 tips for your first fixer-upper. If you have any more questions about finding a fixer and you want to fix and flip, or you want to just find an investment property that you can, live in and enjoy, reach out to me. My number is 412-965-6387, or reach out to someone on the team, and we would be more than happy to walk you through the whole process of buying a house and helping you fix it up and get it ready to live in. Have a great day. Take care.